Hey there, movie lovers! Are you ready to immerse yourself in the world of Madea's Destination Wedding? Released on August 15, 2025, this movie has sparked countless discussions, and today, we're here to explore every fascinating detail with you. If you enjoy the content, be sure to give us a thumbs up, it really helps us grow. And don't forget to subscribe so you never miss an exciting movie exploration. Let's dive in and uncover all the magic together. Audiences around the world were treated to the long-awaited return of Tyler Perry's indomitable character in Madea's Destination Wedding, a film that immediately captured hearts and sparked conversations across cinema lovers everywhere. From the moment the curtains rose, it was clear this movie was not just another chapter in the Madea saga, but a vibrant new experience that blended humor, heart, and a fresh setting unlike anything fans had seen before. Set against the breathtaking backdrop of a sun-drenched tropical paradise, this movie unfolds a tale of love, family, and the unexpected twists that accompany a wedding unlike any other. The very premise promises a departure from the familiar urban environments Madea often navigates, placing her in an exotic locale where culture clashes, wedding chaos, and heartfelt moments blend seamlessly into a captivating narrative that is as visually stunning as it is emotionally resonant. What makes Madea's Destination Wedding stand out is the masterful way it balances comedy with touching, relatable family dynamics while immersing viewers in a lush, vibrant world. The film opens with Madea reluctantly agreeing to oversee her niece's wedding at an exclusive resort far from home, setting the stage for a series of comedic escapades that only Madea could turn into life lessons wrapped in laughter. As the story progresses, viewers are drawn into a whirl of unexpected events, from the groom's secret past bubbling to the surface, to clashes between traditional customs and modern expectations, all heightened by the picturesque island scenery that plays a silent yet powerful role in the unfolding drama. The performances are nothing short of memorable, with Tyler Perry reprising his iconic role with a fresh dose of wit and warmth, supported by a talented cast that brings complexity and charm to each character. The chemistry among the ensemble ensures that every laugh and every tear feels earned, making it impossible to look away. As the plot twists and turns, the film never loses sight of its heart, exploring themes of forgiveness, acceptance, and the messy beauty of family bonds. The destination setting amplifies these themes, allowing the audience to escape into a world where problems feel both larger than life and deeply personal. Stunning visuals, from the golden beaches and turquoise waters to vibrant local festivals, offer more than just a backdrop. They enrich the narrative by highlighting cultural intersections and the transformative power of new experiences. This cinematic journey has drawn so much attention because it breathes fresh air into a beloved franchise, showing Madea in a new light while maintaining the sharp humor and heartfelt storytelling that fans cherish. Viewers are invited not just to watch a wedding unfold, but to witness a celebration of resilience, love, and laughter in the face of life's unexpected challenges. It's a film that resonates across generations, making it a must-watch for anyone who appreciates stories that entertain as much as they enlighten. Every element, from the vibrant costume designs that reflect the joyous spirit of the destination to the well-crafted dialogue that sparkles with authenticity, contributes to an experience that feels both grand and intimate. This film isn't just about the wedding day, it's about the journey there, the secrets revealed along the way, and the bonds that hold people together even when everything seems to be falling apart. The anticipation leading up to its release was fueled by early glimpses of Madea's trademark humor intertwined with heartfelt moments that promise to linger long after the credits roll. It is this perfect blend of comedy, drama, and visual spectacle that has captivated audiences, making Madea's Destination Wedding a standout entry in the 2025 film lineup. Those who step into this world will find themselves laughing, crying, and celebrating alongside Madea and her family, reminded once again why Tyler Perry's creation remains a beloved cultural icon. In essence, Madea's Destination Wedding is not just a film. It's an invitation to experience life's chaos and beauty through the eyes of a character who has become synonymous with strength, humor, and unyielding love. Its release on that summer day marked a moment where storytelling, performance, and breathtaking settings converge to create a cinematic experience that is as unforgettable as it is entertaining. For anyone curious about the ways in which humor and heart can coexist in a story about family and weddings, this film offers an immersive journey that promises to delight and inspire. It is this promise, fulfilled with every scene, that has made Madea's Destination Wedding a compelling reason for viewers to dive deep into its details and savor every moment. Through its twists, stunning visuals, and powerful performances, the movie invites audiences not only to witness a wedding but to celebrate the unpredictable, messy, and beautiful tapestry of life itself. From the moment the plane touches down on the sun-drenched runway of the picturesque island, the air is thick with anticipation and a hint of chaos that only a Madea wedding could promise. The story unfolds as Madea, known for her no-nonsense attitude and sharp wit, arrives reluctantly at this tropical paradise, having been persuaded, more like strong-armed, into overseeing her niece Lisa's highly anticipated destination wedding. The opening scenes immediately set the tone, blending the serene beauty of the island's turquoise waters and swaying palms with Medea's trademark humor and skepticism about leaving her comfort zone. As she steps off the plane, her sharp eye quickly picks up on the subtle tensions beneath the surface, setting the stage for a story that is as much about family dynamics as it is about the celebration ahead. Lisa, the bride-to-be, is a young woman full of dreams but caught between the expectations of her family and the complexities of her heart. Early glimpses reveal her struggle to keep everything perfect while navigating the pressures of marrying into a family she barely knows. Her fiancé, André, arrives with an air of charm but also an unmistakable sense of guardedness, hinting at secrets that slowly begin to unravel. Their love story is sweet but layered, and the arrival of various family members adds further depth and texture. Medea's sister, Aunt Cora, arrives with a mix of skepticism and warmth, ready to offer both comic relief and grounding wisdom, while Lisa's cousins bring their own brand of drama and excitement, each character introduced with moments that highlight their distinct personalities and the role they will play in the unfolding drama. The wedding planner, a meticulous yet frazzled woman named Marissa, becomes an important figure early on, her attempts to. Lisa, the bride-to-be, is a young woman full of dreams but caught between the expectations of her family and the complexities of her heart. Early glimpses reveal her struggle to keep everything perfect while navigating the pressures of marrying into a family she barely knows. Her fiancé, André, arrives with an air of charm but also an unmistakable sense of guardedness, hinting at secrets that slowly begin to unravel. Their love story is sweet but layered, and the arrival of various family members adds further depth and texture. Medea's sister, Aunt Cora, arrives with a mix of skepticism and warmth, ready to offer both comic relief and grounding wisdom, while Lisa's cousins bring their own brand of drama and excitement, each character introduced with moments that highlight their distinct personalities and the role they will play in the unfolding drama. The wedding planner, a meticulous yet frazzled woman named Marissa, becomes an important figure early on, her attempts to control every detail clashing hilariously with Medea's blunt style and the unpredictable nature of the island setting. As the preparations get underway, the idyllic surroundings contrast sharply with the simmering conflicts among the guests. A key early moment occurs when André's estranged brother unexpectedly arrives, bringing unresolved tensions and complicating the wedding plans in ways no one anticipated. This arrival shifts the narrative from a straightforward celebration to a story ripe with suspense and emotional complexity. Medea's protective instincts kick into high gear as she begins to untangle the web of secrets threatening to unravel the day. The first half of the movie builds its momentum through a series of cleverly woven scenes that reveal layers of character and conflict without losing the lighthearted charm that defines the Madea universe. One particularly memorable scene finds Madea navigating a local festival where the island's culture comes alive, blending stunning visuals with moments of humor and reflection. It is here that viewers get a deeper sense of the setting's influence on the story, with the vibrant colors, music, and traditions enriching the narrative while providing a stark contrast to the wedding drama. This immersion into local life also serves as a catalyst for some of the characters to confront their own personal struggles, quietly setting up emotional payoffs that resonate later in the film. Tensions rise subtly but unmistakably as the wedding day approaches. Lisa finds herself torn between pleasing her family and staying true to her feelings, especially as André's hidden past starts to surface through whispered conversations and awkward encounters. Madea, ever the vigilant guardian, pieces together clues with a mix of humor and determination, delivering some of the film's sharpest lines and most heartfelt moments. The chemistry between Madea and the supporting cast shines here, creating a dynamic that keeps the audience invested and guessing about how these intertwined relationships will resolve. Amidst the laughter, the film doesn't shy away from touching on deeper themes such as forgiveness, acceptance, and the courage it takes to embrace change. Approaches. Lisa finds herself torn between pleasing her family and staying true to her feelings, especially as André's hidden past starts to surface through whispered conversations and awkward encounters. Madea, ever the vigilant guardian, pieces together clues with a mix of humor and determination, delivering some of the film's sharpest lines and most heartfelt moments. The chemistry between Madea and the supporting cast shines here, creating a dynamic that keeps the audience invested and guessing about how these intertwined relationships will resolve. Amidst the laughter, the film doesn't shy away from touching on deeper themes such as forgiveness, acceptance, and the courage it takes to embrace change. A pivotal turning point comes during a rehearsal dinner under the stars, where long-held grudges and buried secrets threaten to explode. The tension is palpable, the dialogue crackling with energy as accusations and confessions fly, forcing characters to re-evaluate their priorities and loyalties. Madea's wisdom and unyielding presence act as a stabilizing force, guiding the family through these turbulent moments with a blend of tough love and genuine care. This scene, rich in emotional complexity and subtle humor, firmly establishes the tone of the movie, a balance of heartfelt drama and laugh-out-loud comedy that keeps the audience engaged from start to finish. As the first half draws to a close, subtle hints foreshadow the twists yet to come. Andre's brother's true motives remain shrouded in mystery, and Lisa's internal conflict grows more intense as she grapples with choices that will affect not just the wedding but her entire future. Madea's protective instincts lead her to uncover clues that suggest not everything is as it seems, planting seeds of suspense that promise to bloom in the second half. The combination of beautiful island scenery, lively cultural moments, and layered character interactions creates a rich tapestry that invites viewers to invest emotionally and eagerly anticipate what lies ahead. The narrative momentum never wavers, maintaining a steady build of excitement and emotional stakes that propel the story forward. The film's skillful pacing allows moments of levity and laughter to breathe amid the mounting tension, ensuring the story never feels heavy despite the serious undertones. The first half of Madea's Destination Wedding is a masterclass in balancing humor and heart, setting up an immersive experience where every character's arc feels vital to the unfolding drama. The audience is left on the edge of their seats, caught between laughter and suspense, eager to see how the wedding, and the family's tangled relationships, will ultimately unfold. As the sun rises on the much-anticipated wedding day, the island's beauty seems to shimmer with a promise of celebration and new beginnings, yet beneath the surface, tensions that have been quietly building come to a head in a cascade of revelations and emotional reckonings. The second half of Madea's Destination Wedding unfolds with a heightened sense of urgency, each scene carrying the weight of the unresolved conflicts from earlier, while deftly layering new twists that keep the audience enthralled. Madea, ever the fierce guardian of her family, takes center stage as she navigates the chaos with her trademark mix of humor and wisdom, determined to ensure that despite the turmoil, the day's joy is not lost. The wedding venue, an exquisite open-air pavilion framed by swaying palms and the endless blue horizon, becomes the crucible where all simmering tensions must either ignite or be soothed. Andre's past, which had hovered like a shadow over the festivities, finally steps fully into the light in a dramatic confrontation that Andre's past, which had hovered like a shadow over the festivities, finally steps fully into the light in a dramatic confrontation that shocks both Lisa and the gathered guests. It is revealed that Andre once grappled with serious personal mistakes that threatened to derail his future, secrets he had hoped to bury before the wedding. The sudden appearance of his estranged brother, whose motives slowly unravel as a mix of resentment and a desire for reconciliation, forces Andre to confront his past openly. This pivotal moment not only adds complexity to Andre's character, but also challenges Lisa's trust and her vision of the life they were to build together. The emotional intensity here is palpable, and Tyler Perry's portrayal of Madea weaves through the scene, offering both sharp commentary and heartfelt support, underscoring the film's theme of forgiveness and second chances. Lisa, caught in the storm of revelations, finds her own strength tested. Her journey throughout the second half becomes one of self-discovery and courage as she weighs the dreams she had about her wedding against the reality of the man she thought she knew. The story treats her with nuance, avoiding clichés by showing her vulnerability alongside growing empowerment. Madea's role shifts slightly from comic foil to wise counselor, guiding Lisa and others through the difficult decisions that the day demands. Their interactions create some of the film's most poignant moments, blending laughter with tears and leaving audiences deeply invested in Lisa's path. The wedding itself, though delayed by the emotional upheavals, remains the heart of the story, a symbol not just of union but of healing and hope. Meanwhile, the supporting characters come into sharper focus as their own subplots reach meaningful conclusions. Aunt Cora, whose humor and sharp tongue have been a constant through the chaos, reveals layers of her own history that shed light on the family's shared struggles and strengths. Cousins and friends, initially sources of comic relief or minor tension, find their roles evolving as they step up to help the couple and Madea navigate the unexpected turns. Marissa, the wedding planner, transitions from overwhelmed by circumstance to a resilient force of organization and empathy, proving vital in bringing the event back on track. The island itself, almost a silent character, mirrors the narrative arc, its vibrant festivals and serene landscapes contrasting with the emotional storms but ultimately reinforcing the story's message of renewal. The climax arrives in a ceremony both beautiful and imperfect, encapsulating the essence of the movie's message. that life's most important moments are rarely flawless, but they are made meaningful by the people who stand together through them. As vows are exchanged beneath the golden sunset, the tension that has gripped the family loosens, replaced by a tentative but genuine sense of unity. The twists that earlier threatened to shatter the celebration instead serve to deepen connections, reminding viewers that truth and vulnerability are the foundations of lasting relationships. Madea's closing scenes are a masterclass in balancing humor with heartfelt reflection, her wisecracks underscored by genuine love and the affirmation that family, in all its messy glory, is worth fighting for. The resolution ties together all the narrative threads with a sense of satisfying completeness that avoids neatness in favor of authenticity. Andre and Lisa emerge not as perfect, but as people committed to growth and honesty. The brothers' arrival, once a source of disruption, becomes a catalyst for reconciliation, suggesting the possibility of healing beyond the wedding day. Aunt Cora's revelations and the cousin's support highlight the strength found in shared history, while Marissa's transformation reflects the resilience needed to bring dreams to life despite adversity. Madea's journey, from reluctant overseer to the heart of the family's triumph, closes with her reaffirming the power of love and laughter to overcome even the toughest challenges. The final scenes, set against the tranquil ocean waves, leave viewers with a lingering sense of hope and joy, a testament to the film's successful blending of comedy, drama, and cultural celebration. Throughout this second half, the screenplay's deft pacing and sharp dialogue maintain a rhythm that feels both natural and compelling, allowing each character's arc to resonate fully. The visual storytelling, sunlight filtering through palm fronds, vibrant local music underscoring emotional beats, and intimate close-ups capturing fleeting expressions, elevates the narrative beyond a typical wedding comedy into a cinematic experience rich with texture and depth. The film's ability to weave together humor, cultural richness, and universal themes of family and forgiveness is what ultimately makes it stand apart, inviting audiences to laugh, cry, and reflect in equal measure. This seamless convergence of plot, character, and setting ensures that Madea's destination wedding not only entertains but leaves a lasting emotional imprint. In the end, this second half confirms that the story is not simply about a wedding day but about the power of facing life's unexpected challenges with courage and heart. It reminds us that love is often complicated, families are imperfect, and joy is found not in flawless celebrations but in the resilience and connection that come from shared experiences. As the credits roll, viewers are left with a sense of closure that feels earned and heartfelt, a perfect reflection of the journey they have shared with Madea and her family. The film's final message, that laughter, forgiveness, and love can transform even the most difficult moments, is one that resonates long after the story ends, solidifying Madea's destination wedding as a memorable and meaningful addition to Tyler Perry's celebrated legacy and the vibrant tapestry of Madea's destination wedding. The characters emerge not merely as figures in a comedic drama but as richly layered individuals whose journeys intertwine to create a story both heartfelt and entertaining. At the center of it all is Madea herself, brought to life once again by Tyler Perry with a blend of unyielding strength, razor-sharp wit, and unexpected tenderness that anchors the film. Madea's character is a force of nature. Her no-nonsense approach and bold humor mask a deep well of care and wisdom that guide the family through chaos and conflict. Perry's performance infuses Madea with a lively energy that is at once commanding and relatable, making her more than a comedic icon but a pillar of emotional truth. Throughout the movie, Madea evolves from the reluctant overseer of the wedding to the heart of the family's resilience, her sharp observations cutting through tension while her compassion brings healing. This duality is what makes her character so memorable, a perfect balance of laughter and love that resonates beyond the screen. Opposite Madea stands Lisa, the bride-to-be, whose journey forms the emotional core of the narrative. Lisa is portrayed with a nuanced sensitivity that captures the complexity of a young woman caught between tradition, expectation, and her own desires. Her motivation is rooted in a longing for love and acceptance, not only from her fiancé but from her extended family and herself. The actress playing Lisa delivers a performance layered with vulnerability and quiet strength, conveying the inner conflict that grows as secrets about Andre's past come to light. As Lisa grapples with doubt and hope, her evolution is marked by moments of courage, particularly when she confronts uncomfortable truths about the relationship she's about to formalize. This portrayal invites audiences to invest deeply in her arc, making her transformation feel authentic and compelling. Her dynamic with Madea adds depth and warmth to the story, highlighting themes of mentorship, family bonds, and self-empowerment. Andre, Lisa's fiancé, is a character shrouded initially in charm but gradually revealed to be more complicated and human. His motivations are rooted in a desire to start fresh, to prove himself worthy of Lisa's love despite the shadows of a troubled past. The actor's portrayal is deft and nuanced, balancing the charisma required of a groom with the vulnerability of a man struggling to reconcile his history with the man he wants to become. Andre's arrival on the island with an air of guarded optimism shifts dramatically as the narrative unfolds, especially with the unexpected appearance of his estranged brother. This brother's presence forces Andre to confront wounds long ignored and secrets that threaten to derail his future. The tension between the brothers is palpable, played out with a mix of raw emotion and simmering resentment that adds a layer of dramatic intensity to the film. Together, these performances give Andre a believable complexity, ensuring he is more than a stereotypical romantic lead but a fully realized character whose flaws and strengths propel the story forward. The estranged brother, whose motives initially seem antagonistic, reveals a more complicated role as the story progresses. His character embodies themes of forgiveness and reconciliation, serving as a catalyst for key turning points in the plot. The actor's portrayal avoids caricature, instead embracing the brother's conflicted emotions, resentment, regret, and a deep-seated longing for family connection that drive his actions. This layered performance adds emotional weight to the story, emphasizing the notion that family bonds, while fraught and difficult, are worth fighting for. The brothers' relationship is a narrative thread that enriches the movie's exploration of past mistakes and the possibility of redemption, making their eventual tentative reconciliation all the more impactful. Aunt Cora brings both levity and gravitas to the ensemble, her sharp tongue and humor balancing moments of tension with laughter and warmth. Her character is deeply rooted in the family's history, her insights offering context and perspective that illuminate the broader story. The actress playing Aunt Cora infuses the role with a vibrant energy that complements Madea's more boisterous presence while carving out her own memorable space within the narrative. As the story progresses, Aunt Cora reveals layers of vulnerability and strength, her backstory shedding light on the family's shared resilience and challenges. Her interactions with other characters, especially Madea and Lisa, contribute significantly to the film's emotional texture, making her a beloved figure whose humor masks a deep well of love and wisdom. Lisa's cousins and friends, initially introduced as colorful side characters, evolve throughout the story, their own subplots adding richness and complexity. Each brings a unique flavor to the ensemble, from the carefree cousin whose antics provide comic relief to the supportive friend who becomes an unexpected pillar of strength during the emotional turmoil. Their interactions and growth underscore the themes of friendship and loyalty, highlighting how weddings serve not just as romantic milestones but as communal celebrations of connection. These secondary characters, though less central, are crafted with enough care and individuality to avoid feeling like mere background, instead enriching the narrative fabric with their distinct voices and contributions. Marissa, the wedding planner, undergoes one of the most interesting transformations, shifting from a figure overwhelmed by the magnitude of her task to a determined and empathetic force who helps steer the wedding back on course amid unfolding chaos. Her character embodies the tension between control and surrender, her initial perfectionism challenged by the unpredictable realities of family dynamics and island life. The actress's portrayal captures this arc with a balance of comedic timing and emotional sincerity, making Marissa's evolution both believable and engaging. Marissa, the wedding planner, undergoes one of the most interesting transformations, shifting from a figure overwhelmed by the magnitude of her task to a determined and empathetic force who helps steer the wedding back on course amid unfolding chaos. Her character embodies the tension between control and surrender, her initial perfectionism challenged by the unpredictable realities of family dynamics and island life. The actress's portrayal captures this arc with a balance of comedic timing and emotional sincerity, making Marissa's evolution both believable and engaging. Her growing rapport with Madea and others adds a refreshing dynamic, underscoring the film's message that sometimes the best outcomes arise from unexpected partnerships and letting go of rigid plans. Together, these characters create a rich mosaic that is much more than the sum of its parts. Their relationships intertwine, clash, and ultimately strengthen each other, driving the story's emotional heartbeat. The actors' performances bring these connections to life with authenticity and warmth, ensuring that each character resonates deeply with audiences. Whether through Madea's sharp wit, Lisa's evolving courage, Andre's complicated charm, or Aunt Cora's grounded humor, the film crafts a world where family is both a source of conflict and comfort, and where love is tested, challenged, and ultimately celebrated. In Madea's destination wedding, the characters are the vessel through which themes of forgiveness, acceptance, and growth are explored with nuance and heart. Their journeys are marked by moments of laughter and pain, triumph and vulnerability, creating an immersive experience that invites viewers to reflect on their own relationships and the messy beauty of family life. The secondary characters, far from being mere extras, enrich this tapestry, each bringing a unique voice that adds depth and texture. Their interactions highlight the communal nature of weddings as events that bring together disparate personalities and histories, weaving them into a shared narrative of hope and renewal. This character-driven storytelling is elevated by the careful casting and performances, which breathe life into the script's sharp dialogue and emotional beats. The chemistry among the cast is palpable, allowing scenes to flow naturally from humor to heartfelt connection without losing momentum. Tyler Perry's dual role as writer and actor shines through in the way characters are crafted with care and complexity, ensuring that even the funniest moments carry emotional weight. The ensemble's ability to balance comedic timing with genuine emotion makes Madea's Destination Wedding a memorable chapter in the Madea saga, one that honors the legacy while exploring new depths. Ultimately, it is through these richly drawn characters and the actors who embody them that the film achieves its resonance. The audience is invited not just to witness a wedding but to engage in a shared journey of laughter, tears, and growth. The interplay of motivations, conflicts, and resolutions among the main and secondary characters creates a narrative that feels lived in and true, reflecting the complexities of real family life while celebrating its enduring joys. In this way, Madea's Destination Wedding transcends the typical romantic comedy, offering a story where every character's voice matters, every relationship is meaningful, and every moment is infused with a spirit of love and resilience that defines the Madea legacy as Madea's Destination Wedding unfolds against the lush backdrop of the island paradise. Viewers who look closely will discover that beneath the surface of its lively characters and heartfelt drama lies a rich tapestry of hidden details and carefully crafted Easter eggs, each adding layers of meaning and delight to the experience. The film, while primarily a vibrant celebration of family and love, cleverly weaves in subtle references to Tyler Perry's broader body of work, cultural nods, and symbolic. Ultimately, it is through these richly drawn characters and the actors who embody them that the film achieves its resonance. The audience is invited not just to witness a wedding but to engage in a shared journey of laughter, tears, and growth. The interplay of motivations, conflicts, and resolutions among the main and secondary characters creates a narrative that feels lived in and true, reflecting the complexities of real family life while celebrating its enduring joys. In this way, Madea's Destination Wedding transcends the typical romantic comedy, offering a story where every character's voice matters, every relationship is meaningful, and every moment is infused with a spirit of love and resilience that defines the Madea legacy as Madea's Destination Wedding unfolds against the lush backdrop of the island paradise. Viewers who look closely will discover that beneath the surface of its lively characters and heartfelt drama lies a rich tapestry of hidden details and carefully crafted Easter eggs, each adding layers of meaning and delight to the experience. The film, while primarily a vibrant celebration of family and love, cleverly weaves in subtle references to Tyler Perry's broader body of work, cultural nods, and symbolic elements that deepen the story and reward attentive audiences. From the very first scenes, these details begin to reveal themselves, inviting viewers into a cinematic world where nothing is truly accidental and every moment holds potential significance. One of the most charming recurring motifs is Madea's iconic jewelry, which, beyond being a staple of her flamboyant style, carries symbolic weight. Early glimpses of her earrings and rings subtly reference key themes of the film, circles representing unity and resilience, hinting at the familial bonds that underpin the narrative. This choice of costume detail is not merely decorative but a visual thread connecting Madea's tough exterior with her role as the family's unifying force. Fans of the franchise will notice that certain pieces echo accessories worn in previous Tyler Perry films, creating a quiet continuity that honors Madea's enduring presence across storylines. These nods to the character's history offer a sense of comfort and familiarity while enriching her role in this new setting. The island's setting itself brims with symbolic elements carefully interwoven into the film's fabric. The tropical flora and fauna are not just scenic backdrops but deliberate choices that mirror the characters' journeys. For instance, the presence of the island's vibrant bougainvillea flowers, seen throughout key scenes, symbolize passion and beauty that thrive despite harsh conditions, a subtle metaphor for the love and family bonds tested by adversity. Similarly, the recurring imagery of palm trees bending but never breaking in the ocean breeze reflects the resilience of the characters as they navigate their personal storms. These natural symbols, gently embedded in the cinematography, offer viewers an unspoken commentary on the film's themes of endurance, renewal, and hope. A clever foreshadowing device appears early on in a seemingly innocuous conversation between Madea and the wedding planner, Marissa. As they discuss the wedding timeline, Marissa expresses anxiety about unexpected guests, to which Madea quips that sometimes the messiest guests bring the most truth. This line, delivered with Medea's signature blend of humor and insight, subtly hints at the dramatic arrival of Andre's estranged brother later in the story. The dialogue plants a seed of suspense that sharp-eyed viewers can pick up on, setting the tone for the twists to come while reinforcing Medea's role as both comic relief and sage observer. This kind of layered writing exemplifies how the film balances its light-hearted moments with meaningful storytelling. The film's soundtrack also serves as a treasure trove of hidden connections and cultural references. Several musical selections are traditional island songs, chosen not only for their atmospheric qualities but also for their lyrical content, which often parallels the characters' emotional states. For example, a soulful ballad playing during a tender moment between Lisa and Andre includes lyrics about forgiveness and starting anew, underscoring their. The film's soundtrack also serves as a treasure trove of hidden connections and cultural references. Several musical selections are traditional island songs, chosen not only for their atmospheric qualities but also for their lyrical content, which often parallels the characters' emotional states. For example, a soulful ballad playing during a tender moment between Lisa and Andre includes lyrics about forgiveness and starting anew, underscoring their relationship's complexities without overt exposition. The inclusion of these culturally rich songs honors the island's heritage, while also providing an oral tapestry that deepens the audience's immersion and emotional engagement. Astute viewers might recognize subtle nods to classic gospel tunes, a hallmark of Tyler Perry's work, linking this film to his broader artistic and spiritual sensibilities. Among the film's visual Easter eggs are carefully placed objects that connect Medea's destination wedding to previous entries in the Madea saga. One standout moment is the brief appearance of a framed photo in Medea's hotel room, showing her alongside characters from earlier films, a subtle wink to longtime fans. This small detail enriches the film's universe, implying that while this story takes place in a fresh setting, it exists within the same beloved world. Additionally, certain props, like Medea's signature handbag, bear insignias that reference her catchphrases or iconic moments, rewarding viewers who pay close attention. These little touches serve as a loving tribute to the character's legacy and to the community that has supported her journey over the years. The film also cleverly uses lighting and color palettes as symbolic tools. Throughout tense scenes, cooler tones dominate the frame, visually representing the emotional distance and uncertainty among characters. In contrast, moments of reconciliation and hope are bathed in warm, golden light, visually cueing the audience to shifts in mood and character growth. This intentional use of cinematography enhances the storytelling by communicating unspoken emotions and transitions, creating an immersive experience that resonates on both conscious and subconscious levels. One particularly striking example is during the wedding ceremony itself, where the golden hour sunlight envelopes the couple, symbolizing a new beginning and the healing power of love. Another layer of hidden meaning appears in the way food is portrayed throughout the film. Island dishes, shared meals, and festive banquets are not just props for setting the scene but serve as metaphors for community and connection. The act of breaking bread together is highlighted in several key scenes, subtly reinforcing the theme that shared experiences, good or bad, are what bind families and friends. This emphasis on food as a cultural and emotional connector aligns with Tyler Perry's storytelling tradition of using everyday rituals to explore deeper human truths, grounding the narrative in relatable, heartfelt moments. The script also contains clever wordplay and callbacks that attentive viewers will appreciate. For instance, Medea's sharp quips occasionally reference lines from previous films but recontextualized to fit this story's unique conflicts, providing humor layered with nostalgia. One such instance is Medea's comment about cleaning house, which echoes earlier advice she gave in other movies but now applies to both literal wedding preparations and metaphorical clearing of emotional baggage. These verbal Easter eggs enrich the dialogue, connecting this installment with the broader Madea mythos while giving fans little moments of recognition and delight. The film's use of cultural elements extends beyond music and setting into subtle nods to local customs and traditions. Scenes featuring island festivals or rituals are portrayed with respect and authenticity, subtly educating the audience while celebrating the vibrant culture. For example, a traditional blessing offered before the ceremony includes phrases and gestures that symbolize protection and prosperity, underscoring the spiritual dimension of the wedding. This attention to cultural detail elevates the film beyond a typical romantic comedy, situating it within a broader context of heritage and identity. Viewers familiar with these customs will appreciate their thoughtful inclusion, while others gain a richer understanding of the setting's significance. The script also contains clever wordplay and callbacks that attentive viewers will appreciate. For instance, Madea's sharp quips occasionally reference lines from previous films but recontextualized to fit this story's unique conflicts, providing humor layered with nostalgia. One such instance is Madea's comment about cleaning house, which echoes earlier advice she gave in other movies but now applies to both literal wedding preparations and metaphorical clearing of emotional baggage. These verbal Easter eggs enrich the dialogue, connecting this installment with the broader Madea mythos while giving fans little moments of recognition and delight. The film's use of cultural elements extends beyond music and setting into subtle nods to local customs and traditions. Scenes featuring island festivals or rituals are portrayed with respect and authenticity, subtly educating the audience while celebrating the vibrant culture. For example, a traditional blessing offered before the ceremony includes phrases and gestures that symbolize protection and prosperity, underscoring the spiritual dimension of the wedding. This attention to cultural detail elevates the film beyond a typical romantic comedy, situating it within a broader context of heritage and identity. Viewers familiar with these customs will appreciate their thoughtful inclusion, while others gain a richer understanding of the setting's significance. Among the more playful Easter eggs is a cameo by a longtime Tyler Perry collaborator, hidden in the background of a bustling market scene. This brief appearance, almost a blink-and-you-miss-it moment, delights fans who recognize the familiar face and serves as a fun insider nod. These subtle inclusions create a sense of community around the film, inviting viewers to engage more deeply and feel part of the Madea world. Similarly, certain background details, like posters, signs, and storefront names, contain puns or references to other Tyler Perry projects, adding layers of intertextuality that reward sharp-eyed audiences with extra smiles. The film's attention to detail also extends to costume design, where colors and styles are chosen to reflect character arcs and relationships. Lisa's wedding dress, for example, subtly incorporates elements of island-inspired motifs, blending traditional bridal elegance with cultural flair, symbolizing her journey toward embracing both her roots and future. Andre's wardrobe shifts from darker, more guarded tones early on to lighter, more open colors as his character softens and reveals vulnerability, visually narrating his personal growth. Madea's costumes, always bold and expressive, continue to serve as extensions of her personality, their vibrancy mirroring her indomitable spirit. These visual cues support the storytelling, enriching character development without the need for explicit exposition. Finally, the narrative itself is peppered with symbolic parallels that add depth for viewers willing to look beneath the surface. The wedding's destination, a remote island, is more than just a scenic locale. It acts as a metaphor for isolation and escape, a place where characters confront truths they might avoid in the bustle of everyday life. The island's natural cycles, the ebb and flow of tides, the changing skies, mirror the emotional rhythms of the story, reinforcing themes of change, renewal, and acceptance. Madea's role as both guide and protector in this environment takes on added significance, positioning her as a guardian not just of family but of the fragile balance between past hurts and hopeful futures. Taken together, these hidden details and Easter eggs transform Madea's destination wedding into a layered, immersive experience that extends beyond the surface narrative. They invite viewers into a world rich with meaning, connection, and cultural celebration, where every joke, gesture, and visual choice contributes to a deeper understanding of the characters and themes. This careful craftsmanship exemplifies Tyler Perry's skill as a storyteller. Blending humor, heart, and heritage into a film that entertains while honoring its roots and rewarding those who watch with keen eyes and open hearts. Behind the vibrant colors and comedic chaos of Madea's destination wedding lies a world of unexpected twists and unusual stories that shaped its creation, making this film as intriguing behind the scenes as it is on screen. The journey from script to screen was anything but straightforward, peppered with production challenges, creative decisions, and cast dynamics that reveal how much heart, humor, and sheer determination went into bringing this latest Madea adventure to life. Exploring these lesser-known facts unveils a fresh layer of appreciation for the film, showing how it emerged as a product of passion, persistence, and sometimes sheer serendipity. One of the strangest and most talked-about aspects of the movie's production was the choice to film on location at a remote Caribbean island, far from the comforts and predictability of a studio lot. While this decision brought breathtaking vistas and authentic atmosphere to the story, it also presented logistical nightmares that tested the cast and crew. The island's limited infrastructure meant that many typical production conveniences were unavailable, forcing the team to innovate on the fly. Power outages during key evening shoots became almost a running joke, with the crew using candles and portable lights to keep filming going. These challenges, rather than dampening spirits, created a close-knit environment where collaboration flourished under pressure. Actors often recount how these moments of unpredictability brought out spontaneous performances, adding an unpolished charm and realism that might have been impossible in a controlled studio setting. The island's weather itself was a peculiar character in the production saga. Filming coincided with an unusually active tropical storm season, leading to several shoot delays and even last-minute rewrites. At one point, a major storm forced the cast and crew into shelter for nearly 48 hours, turning what was supposed to be a smooth sequence into an impromptu bonding retreat. Tyler Perry later joked in interviews that the hurricane wanted to be part of the wedding too, highlighting the humor and resilience that helped the team weather these literal and figurative storms. Interestingly, some of the film's most poignant scenes were shot immediately after these weather disruptions, the lingering tension and calm after the storm lending an authentic emotional texture that viewers may unconsciously feel. Casting brought its own set of surprises, with a few unexpected decisions that ended up shaping the film in remarkable ways. The role of Andre's estranged brother, for example, was initially offered to a different actor whose scheduling conflicts led to a last-minute replacement. This new actor brought a completely different energy to the role, more restrained and introspective, prompting Tyler Perry to rewrite certain scenes to capitalize on this fresh take. Many fans and critics later praised this choice as elevating the film's emotional depth, proving how flexible creativity can turn unforeseen obstacles into artistic strengths. The chemistry between the brothers, initially untested, became a standout element that redefined the movie's dynamic, demonstrating how casting shifts can profoundly influence storytelling. One behind-the-scenes story that has become legendary involves a particular scene where Madea attempts to calm a chaotic family argument. Tyler Perry's commitment to improvisation led to an unplanned moment where he ad-libbed a joke that was so unexpectedly hilarious the entire crew broke into laughter, forcing several retakes. This spontaneous bit made the final cut, becoming one of the film's signature comedic highlights. Such moments reveal the organic nature of the production, where a script was often a flexible guide rather than a rigid blueprint, allowing actors to infuse scenes with authentic humor and emotion born from the moment. The production also faced unusual challenges related to the tropical wildlife that coexisted with the filming process. On multiple occasions, curious local animals, ranging from mischievous monkeys to colorful parrots, made surprise appearances on set, sometimes disrupting takes or stealing props. One memorable incident involved a parrot that repeatedly squawked a phrase from Madea's catchphrases during a crucial scene, leading to laughter and eventual inclusion of the bird's cameo audio in the final soundtrack. These unpredictable interruptions added a whimsical charm to the filming experience, reminding everyone involved of the unique and lively environment that the island's setting provided. Another strange yet fascinating fact is that Tyler Perry himself insisted on performing most of his own stunts in Madea's signature physical comedy sequences, despite being well into his 50s at the time of filming. This dedication led to several minor injuries on set, including a sprained ankle and bruised ribs, yet Perry's commitment to authenticity resonated with the cast and crew, inspiring a culture of perseverance. His willingness to dive fully into the physicality of Madea's character, even when it meant personal discomfort, highlights the passion and authenticity behind the film's humor and heart. Controversy, though relatively mild compared to some of Perry's earlier projects, surfaced around the film's portrayal of certain family dynamics and cultural stereotypes. Some critics argued that the exaggerated comedic elements risked reinforcing clichés, while supporters praised the film for balancing humor with genuine emotional complexity. The production team navigated these debates by emphasizing the film's intent to celebrate family resilience and cultural identity through laughter and empathy. Tyler Perry publicly addressed the concerns, noting that Madea's larger-than-life persona is meant to provoke thought and healing, not offense, reinforcing the film's ultimate message of unity. The film's music production also harbors intriguing trivia. The soundtrack was recorded partially on the island itself, incorporating local musicians and traditional instruments to capture an authentic soundscape. This decision was initially met with skepticism by studio executives worried about budget and logistics, but proved invaluable in creating the film's distinctive atmosphere. Some of the local artists who contributed had never worked on a major motion picture before, making this collaboration a unique cross-cultural exchange. The final soundtrack blends contemporary rhythms with island melodies, enriching the storytelling with a sonic authenticity that enhances both joyous and reflective scenes. Another quirky behind-the-scenes tidbit involves the wedding dress worn by Lisa's character. The gown was custom-designed with intricate beadwork inspired by native island patterns, a detail that took months to perfect. Interestingly, the dress had a hidden pocket sewn into the lining, added by the costume designer as a practical joke and secret gift spot. This pocket held small notes of encouragement from the cast and crew, a symbolic gesture of support woven literally into the fabric of the film's central event. The story of the hidden pocket became a beloved anecdote among those involved, embodying the camaraderie and creativity that characterized the production. The director's chair saw a brief but notable shakeup during filming. Originally, the project was slated to have a co-director, but creative differences led to Tyler Perry resuming full directorial control midway through production. This shift, while potentially destabilizing, ultimately resulted in a clearer artistic vision, with Perry's intimate understanding of Madea's character driving the film's tone and pacing. Behind the scenes, this change meant longer days and tighter schedules, but also a reinvigorated energy that many on set credited with elevating the final product. It's a testament to Perry's multifaceted talents and leadership that he managed both acting and directing under such demanding circumstances. Occasions, curious local animals, ranging from mischievous monkeys to colorful parrots, made surprise appearances on set, sometimes disrupting takes or stealing props. One memorable incident involved a parrot that repeatedly squawked a phrase from Madea's catchphrases during a crucial scene, leading to laughter and eventual inclusion of the bird's cameo audio in the final soundtrack. These unpredictable interruptions added a whimsical charm to the filming experience, reminding everyone involved of the unique and lively environment that the island's setting provided. Another strange yet fascinating fact is that Tyler Perry himself insisted on performing most of his own stunts in Madea's signature physical comedy sequences, despite being well into his 50s at the time of filming. This dedication led to several minor injuries on set, including a sprained ankle and bruised ribs, yet Perry's commitment to authenticity resonated with the cast and crew, inspiring a culture of perseverance. His willingness to dive fully into the physicality of Madea's character, even when it meant personal discomfort, highlights the passion and authenticity behind the film's humor and heart. Controversy, though relatively mild compared to some of Perry's earlier projects, surfaced around the film's portrayal of certain family dynamics and cultural stereotypes. Some critics argued that the exaggerated comedic elements risked reinforcing clichés, while supporters praised the film for balancing humor with genuine emotional complexity. The production team navigated these debates by emphasizing the film's intent to celebrate family resilience and cultural identity through laughter and empathy. Tyler Perry publicly addressed the concerns, noting that Madea's larger-than-life persona is meant to provoke thought and healing, not offense, reinforcing the film's ultimate message of unity. The film's music production also harbors intriguing trivia. The soundtrack was recorded partially on the island itself, incorporating local musicians and traditional instruments to capture an authentic soundscape. This decision was initially met with skepticism by studio executives worried about budget and logistics, but proved invaluable in creating the film's distinctive atmosphere. Some of the local artists who contributed had never worked on a major motion picture before, making this collaboration a unique cross-cultural exchange. The final soundtrack blends contemporary rhythms with island melodies, enriching the storytelling with a sonic authenticity that enhances both joyous and reflective scenes. Another quirky behind-the-scenes tidbit involves the wedding dress worn by Lisa's character. The gown was custom designed with intricate beadwork inspired by native island patterns, a detail that took months to perfect. Interestingly, the dress had a hidden pocket sewn into the lining, added by the costume designer as a practical joke and secret gift spot. This pocket held small notes of encouragement from the cast and crew, a symbolic gesture of support woven literally into the fabric of the film's central event. The story of the hidden pocket became a beloved anecdote among those involved, embodying the camaraderie and creativity that characterized the production. The director's chair saw a brief but notable shakeup during filming. Originally, the project was slated to have a co-director, but creative differences led to Tyler Perry resuming full directorial control midway through production. This shift, while potentially destabilizing, ultimately resulted in a clearer artistic vision, with Perry's intimate understanding of Madea's character driving the film's tone and pacing. Behind the scenes, this change meant longer days and tighter schedules, but also a reinvigorated energy that many on set credited with elevating the final product. It's a testament to Perry's multifaceted talents and leadership that he managed both acting and directing under such demanding circumstances. An unusual aspect of the film's marketing campaign involved a viral social media stunt that blurred fiction and reality. The team created a series of leaked videos purportedly showing Madea crashing real destination weddings, interacting spontaneously with unsuspecting guests. These clips quickly went viral, generating buzz and anticipation, but also confusion among viewers trying to discern staged performance from candid moments. This innovative marketing tactic reflected the film's playful spirit and willingness to engage audiences beyond traditional trailers and posters, leveraging social media's power to create community and excitement. It also showcased Tyler Perry's savvy understanding of modern promotional landscapes. Finally, the film's release itself was accompanied by an unexpected event, a charity wedding contest hosted by Tyler Perry and the studio, giving one lucky couple the chance to win a fully funded destination wedding inspired by the movie. This real-world celebration tied the film's themes of love and family to tangible generosity, further blurring the lines between fiction and life. The contest's winner was featured in promotional materials and invited to a special screening alongside cast members, creating a heartfelt connection between the movie's story and its audience. This innovative approach to engagement underscored the film's commitment to celebrating love's real power, making the premiere a memorable moment beyond typical red carpet fanfare. Together, these strange and surprising facts paint a vivid picture of a film that was as much a labor of love and ingenuity as it was a source of laughter and drama. The combination of natural challenges, casting twists, cultural collaborations, and inventive marketing helped Madea's destination wedding carve out its unique place within Tyler Perry's celebrated filmography. More than just a comedic romp, the movie's creation story reflects a tapestry of human resilience, creativity, and joy, the very themes it so warmly celebrates on screen. From the moment Madea's destination wedding opens, the film invites viewers into a world that balances laughter and heartache with a deftness that speaks to Tyler Perry's seasoned storytelling. The film's most pivotal moments are crafted not only to entertain but to provoke reflection, inviting audiences to engage emotionally with the characters' journeys while highlighting the deeper themes that run beneath the surface. Examining these key scenes reveals how the film uses humor, conflict, and reconciliation to build a rich narrative that resonates on multiple levels. One of the earliest critical scenes that sets the emotional tone occurs during the family's arrival on the island, where tensions simmer beneath the surface even as the picturesque setting promises celebration. This contrast between setting and mood serves as a powerful narrative tool. The vibrant island scenery, bathed in warm sunlight and lush colors, symbolizes a fresh start and hopeful beginnings, yet the strained interactions among characters hint at unresolved issues threatening to disrupt the wedding. This juxtaposition heightens audience anticipation, establishing a layered tone that mixes optimism with underlying anxiety. Visually, the cinematography captures this dichotomy by juxtaposing wide, carefree shots of a landscape with close, intimate framing of characters' uneasy expressions, subtly immersing viewers in the film's emotional complexity. A particularly significant scene unfolds when Madea confronts the family's long-standing secrets during a late-night gathering. This moment stands out for its emotional weight and its role in propelling the narrative forward. Madea, typically the comic relief, assumes the role of the family's moral compass, wielding her trademark wit alongside a surprising depth of compassion. Her confrontation is both humorous and raw, revealing the complexity of familial love that includes confrontation as a path to healing. Critically, this scene breaks away from formulaic comedy, inviting viewers to witness vulnerability and truth-telling that elevate the film's thematic exploration of forgiveness and acceptance. The dialogue is sharp, yet sincere, reflecting Perry's skill in balancing levity with gravity, and the audience is drawn into the catharsis experienced by the characters, fostering empathy and reflection. Another pivotal moment worthy of critical examination is the unfolding conflict between Andre and his estranged brother. Their interactions evolve from guarded and tense to raw and revealing, culminating in a confrontation that exposes the roots of their fractured relationship. This scene is crafted with subtlety, avoiding melodrama in favor of nuanced performances that convey a lifetime of pain, regret, and longing in quiet glances and restrained dialogue. The film's pacing here slows to allow space for these emotional beats, underscoring the importance of reconciliation as a thematic centerpiece. The choice to portray this sibling dynamic with complexity rather than stereotype enhances the film's emotional authenticity, encouraging the audience to reflect on the complicated nature of family bonds. Cinematically, the use of muted colors and soft lighting during their exchanges visually reinforces the vulnerability and tentative hope that permeate these moments. The wedding ceremony itself serves as a critical thematic and emotional climax. On the surface, it is a celebration of love and unity, yet within the ceremony lies a profound exploration of commitment, identity, and cultural heritage. The film carefully stages this scene to blend joyous festivity with moments of quiet introspection, using music, setting, and character interactions to heighten its significance. The inclusion of traditional island customs during the ceremony adds cultural depth, grounding the film's themes in real-world practices that honor community and continuity. This choice enriches the narrative by highlighting the interplay between personal love stories and larger cultural identities, inviting the audience to appreciate the layers of meaning embedded in the celebration. The emotional resonance of the ceremony is amplified by the careful framing of close-ups capturing the couple's expressions, allowing viewers to feel the weight and hope carried in their vows. Interwoven with these dramatic moments are scenes of humor and levity that play a crucial role in shaping the film's overall impact. Madea's comedic interventions often come at moments of high tension, providing relief while also serving as incisive commentary on the unfolding drama. These scenes function on multiple levels, as entertainment, as character development, and as thematic reinforcement. For example, Madea's blunt observations about love and family, delivered with sharp timing and affectionate mockery, highlight the messiness inherent in relationships. Critically, this humor does not undercut the film's emotional depth but rather enriches it by offering a balanced portrayal of life's contradictions. The laughter elicited is not merely escapist but grounded in truth, helping the audience navigate the film's shifts between conflict and resolution. Another key moment that demands critical attention is the resolution of Lisa and Andre's relationship arc. Their journey from doubt and misunderstanding to renewed trust and commitment is crafted with emotional subtlety. The film avoids easy clichés, instead portraying their reconciliation as the result of honest communication, self-reflection, and willingness to embrace vulnerability. This approach lends credibility and weight to their love story, making their eventual union feel earned and meaningful. From a thematic standpoint, their reconciliation embodies the film's broader messages about the transformative power of forgiveness and the importance of confronting rather than avoiding difficult truths. Cinematically, the use of soft, warm lighting during their reunion scenes visually underscores the healing and hopefulness at the heart of their renewed bond. The film's supporting characters also contribute significantly to its emotional and thematic richness, with critical scenes involving secondary arcs adding depth and texture. For instance, the wedding planner Marissa's journey from anxious perfectionist to a more relaxed, self-accepting figure parallels the main narrative's themes of growth and acceptance. Her interactions with Madea, often laced with humor and mutual respect, provide moments of insight into the pressures faced by those behind the scenes, reminding the audience that every role in the wedding, and by extension, in life, matters. This subplot adds layers to the film's exploration of human connection, emphasizing that personal transformation often occurs in unexpected ways and places. The film's use of setting and mise-en-scene throughout these key scenes also deserves critical attention. The island's natural beauty is not merely decorative but integral to the storytelling, its changing moods echoing the characters' internal states. Scenes shot during golden hour, with their soft, enveloping light, evoke warmth, possibility, and emotional openness, while overcast or stormy moments reflect conflict, doubt, and tension. This visual storytelling enhances the audience's emotional engagement, subtly guiding their responses without overt manipulation. The filmmaker's deliberate choices in framing, color, and lighting enrich the narrative, creating an immersive experience that deepens the film's thematic impact. A particularly striking cinematic device is the film's use of close-ups during moments of revelation and emotional vulnerability. By focusing tightly on characters' faces, the film invites viewers into intimate spaces, fostering empathy and understanding. This technique is especially effective in scenes where silence speaks volumes. The unspoken regrets, hopes, and fears etched in expressions often convey more than dialogue could. These visual moments allow the audience to connect deeply with the characters' inner worlds, heightening the emotional stakes and making key turning points resonate powerfully. The film's soundtrack also plays a critical role in shaping its emotional landscape. Music underscores pivotal scenes with sensitivity, enhancing mood and amplifying the narrative's thematic concerns. For example, during moments of reconciliation, soft, melodic themes swell to underscore the tenderness of renewed bonds, while more rhythmic, lively music accompanies scenes of celebration and joy. The soundtrack's blend of traditional island music and contemporary styles enriches the film's cultural texture, reinforcing its commitment to authenticity and connection. This thoughtful use of sound deepens audience immersion and complements the visual storytelling, contributing to the film's overall emotional resonance. Finally, the film's concluding scenes offer a synthesis of its emotional and thematic threads, leaving viewers with a sense of closure that feels both satisfying and true to life. The resolution does not rely on neat, overly tidy endings but embraces complexity and hopefulness, acknowledging that love and family are ongoing journeys rather than final destinations. This choice resonates emotionally, as it reflects real human experiences and invites audiences to reflect on their own relationships and challenges. The film's closing moments, suffused with warmth and subtle optimism, linger in the mind, offering a poignant commentary on resilience, forgiveness, and the enduring power of connection. In sum, the critical examination of these key scenes reveals how Madea's Destination Wedding skillfully weaves humor, drama, and cultural richness to create a film that is both entertaining and emotionally meaningful. Through carefully crafted moments of confrontation, reconciliation, celebration, and reflection, the movie explores universal themes that resonate deeply with viewers. The film's balance of comedic levity and heartfelt sincerity, combined with its nuanced character portrayals and thoughtful visual storytelling, ensures that its impact extends beyond the screen. Audiences are invited not only to laugh and cheer but also to engage empathetically with the characters' struggles and triumphs, making the viewing experience both enjoyable and enriching. Bringing Madea's Destination Wedding to life was an ambitious journey marked by a rich blend of creative vision, technical innovation, and on-the-ground adaptability. From the very first day of production, the filmmakers sought to craft a movie that not only showcased Tyler Perry's beloved character Madea in a new and vibrant setting, but also pushed the boundaries of what a comedy drama in this genre could achieve technically and artistically. The production's commitment to authenticity, atmosphere, and emotional resonance shaped every creative decision, from location scouting to lighting design, creating a cinematic experience that felt both intimate and grand. One of the most defining production choices was the decision to shoot extensively on location at a lush Caribbean island, rather than relying on studio sets or green screen technology. This choice was made early in pre-production with the goal of immersing the audience fully in the story's vibrant destination wedding environment. The island's natural beauty became a central character in the film, with its tropical landscapes, crystalline waters, and colorful architecture providing an immersive backdrop that enriched the narrative's emotional and cultural layers. The location brought visual authenticity but also introduced significant logistical challenges. The remote setting meant transporting equipment and crew was a major undertaking, requiring meticulous planning and coordination to ensure smooth shooting schedules amid unpredictable weather and limited local infrastructure. The production team embraced this challenge by designing a flexible shooting plan that prioritized adaptability. One particularly memorable anecdote involves the use of drone cinematography to capture sweeping aerial shots of the island's coastline and wedding venue. These shots not only established the breathtaking scope of the setting but also served to visually communicate themes of freedom, escape, and new beginnings that are central to the film's narrative. The drones had to navigate tricky coastal winds and dense foliage, and several early attempts were thwarted by technical malfunctions and weather shifts. The perseverance of the cinematography team in overcoming these obstacles resulted in some of the movie's most stunning and evocative visuals, earning praise from critics and audiences alike. Lighting design played a crucial role in shaping the film's mood and emotional texture. Cinematographer Greg Hayden, known for his ability to blend natural and artificial light seamlessly, developed a strategy that maximized the island's changing daylight conditions. Shooting during golden hour, the brief window of soft, warm light just after sunrise or before sunset became a cornerstone of the production's visual style, lending scenes a dreamlike quality that perfectly complemented the story's romantic and celebratory themes. To maintain continuity despite the compressed natural lighting window, the team employed innovative lighting rigs and reflectors that enhanced the sun's glow without overpowering the natural ambience. This technique created a cohesive, immersive look that grounded the film's fantasy in real-world beauty. Sound design also represented a key area of technical innovation and creative experimentation. Given the open-air environment of many scenes, capturing clean dialogue amid the sounds of nature presented ongoing challenges. The production sound engineers employed advanced directional microphones and noise-canceling technologies to isolate voices from background noise like waves, birds, and wind. Beyond dialogue, the soundscape was carefully crafted to integrate environmental sounds with musical cues and emotional beats, creating an aural tapestry that enhanced the viewer's immersion. For instance, the subtle rustling of palm leaves or distant calls of native birds often underscore moments of introspection, heightening the sense of place and mood. The layered sound design enriches the storytelling by engaging the audience's senses beyond just sight and dialogue. One of the more technical feats involved the film's wedding scene choreography and set design, which required meticulous coordination between multiple departments. The wedding was conceived as a visual and emotional centerpiece, necessitating a large-scale setup that included traditional island decor, authentic floral arrangements, and carefully coordinated costume designs. The production's art department collaborated closely with local artisans to source culturally accurate materials and motifs, ensuring the ceremony's visual authenticity. This cross-cultural collaboration added depth to the narrative by grounding the story in real traditions, while the elaborate set became a dynamic stage where key emotional revelations and interactions unfolded. The choreography of movement, guests entering, procession sequences, and intimate character moments was carefully timed and rehearsed to maintain a natural flow despite the complexity of the setup. A particularly innovative technique used during the wedding scenes was the integration of live performance elements with pre-recorded music. The production enlisted a local choir and musicians to perform live on set during filming, infusing the scenes with a vibrant energy that could not be replicated through playback alone. This approach brought spontaneity and authenticity, allowing actors to react organically to the music and to one another. It also presented technical challenges for sound mixing and synchronization, but ultimately paid off by heightening the emotional impact and immersive quality of the ceremony. In terms of camera work, the film employed a combination of handheld and stabilized shots to balance intimacy with visual polish. Handheld cameras were used primarily during emotionally charged, dialogue-driven scenes to convey immediacy and vulnerability, while smooth tracking shots and crane shots captured the grandeur of the wedding and island surroundings. This deliberate interplay between dynamic and composed cinematography mirrors the film's thematic balance between chaos and order, humor and seriousness. The technical skill displayed in camera operation helped maintain a visual rhythm that kept viewers engaged and emotionally connected throughout the narrative. The costume design deserves special mention as both a creative and technical achievement. Designer Alicia Burke approached the wardrobe with an eye toward storytelling through fabric and color, crafting looks that reflect each character's personality and growth. For Madea, the iconic bright and bold outfits were carefully updated with subtle new details that signaled her evolution without losing the character's signature flair. Lisa's wedding dress was a particularly complex creation, featuring delicate beadwork and hand-stitched embroidery inspired by indigenous island patterns, a detail that took months to perfect. The costumes not only supported the narrative visually but also had to withstand the demands of a tropical climate and extended outdoor shoots, necessitating careful fabric choices and construction techniques. The wardrobe department's skillful management of these factors ensured that costumes looked stunning on screen while remaining functional and comfortable for the actors. Post-production also brought its own set of technical feats and creative decisions that shaped the final film's impact. Editor Marcus J. Lee worked closely with Tyler Perry to refine the pacing and emotional arcs, carefully balancing comedic timing with dramatic tension. The editing style favors a fluid, natural rhythm that respects the performances and lets scenes breathe, avoiding overcutting in favor of sustained moments that allow the audience to absorb emotional subtleties. Visual effects were sparingly used, primarily to enhance the natural environment, removing production equipment from shots or subtly enhancing lighting effects, maintaining the film's grounded, authentic feel. Color grading in post-production further refined the film's visual identity. The colorists enhanced the tropical hues, deepening the blues of the ocean and greens of the foliage, while maintaining skin tones that felt warm and natural. This process ensured that the island's vibrancy translated effectively on screen without feeling artificial or oversaturated. The final look is one of warmth and vitality, perfectly complementing the film's themes of renewal and connection. Another interesting production insight involves the collaborative dynamic between Tyler Perry and his longtime creative team. Perry's dual role as director and lead actor required a highly coordinated workflow, with detailed scheduling and an efficient division of responsibilities. His approach blends strong creative control with openness to input from department heads, fostering a collaborative atmosphere where ideas could be tested and refined. This balance helped the production navigate inevitable pressures while preserving a cohesive artistic vision. In terms of technology, the film utilized state-of-the-art digital cameras, specifically the ARRI Alexa Mini LF, to capture high-resolution images with exceptional dynamic range. This choice allowed the cinematography team to work flexibly in natural light and challenging environments, capturing the island's beauty with clarity and richness. The digital workflow also facilitated efficient post-production processes, enabling real-time adjustments and collaborative editing. Lighting technician Simone Watts recalls one of the production's biggest technical puzzles: how to create seamless transitions between daylight and evening scenes without jarring visual shifts. The team devised a custom lighting rig that could simulate the soft glow of sunset indoors, matching outdoor shots with a warm, consistent ambience. This technical innovation ensured visual continuity that enhanced the storytelling's emotional flow. Sound mixer Carlos Mendoza shares a memorable challenge when a tropical rainstorm unexpectedly struck during an outdoor night shoot. The team had to quickly protect delicate audio equipment and microphones, improvising waterproof covers and rearranging scenes to accommodate the weather's unpredictability. Remarkably, the storm's ambient sound was later incorporated into the film's soundscape, adding an atmospheric depth to nighttime sequences. The makeup and prosthetics department also contributed subtle but important technical artistry. Madea's iconic look required detailed makeup work to achieve the character's distinctive facial features and expressions while ensuring durability during long shooting days in humid conditions. The team developed specialized products and techniques to prevent makeup breakdown, maintaining continuity and character integrity throughout filming. Finally, the film's innovative use of local talent behind the scenes fostered a meaningful exchange of skills and perspectives. Many island residents were hired as crew members, assistants, and cultural consultants, enriching the production with authentic insights and fostering community involvement. This collaboration was not only a logistical asset, but also a source of creative inspiration that helped ground the film's portrayal of island life in genuine experience. In sum, the making of Madea's Destination Wedding was a dynamic interplay of artistic vision and technical expertise, shaped by challenges that demanded creativity and resilience. The film's success in delivering an immersive, emotionally resonant story owes much to the thoughtful choices and innovations made throughout production. From location and lighting to sound and costume design, every element was crafted with intention and care, culminating in a movie that feels as vibrant and alive as its tropical setting. This seamless fusion of creativity and technical prowess not only supports the narrative's heart but also elevates the audience's experience, making the film a memorable milestone in Tyler Perry's celebrated career. Madea's Destination Wedding unfolds as more than just a lively comedy drama. It's a layered exploration of themes that resonate deeply within real-world experiences, wrapped in a narrative that feels both personal and universal. At its core, the film grapples with the complexities of love and family, delving into forgiveness, identity, and the healing power of connection. These themes are interwoven so organically into the story and character journeys that viewers find themselves reflecting on their own relationships, societal pressures, and cultural legacies without ever feeling lectured. This subtlety is one of the film's greatest strengths, inviting the audience to uncover meaning beneath its humor and celebration. Central to the film's thematic fabric is the idea of transformation, both personal and communal. The destination wedding itself serves as a powerful symbol of this transformation, representing a crossroads where past wounds meet future hope. The island setting, vibrant and alive, becomes a metaphor for renewal, a place apart from everyday life where characters are forced to confront truths and embrace change. This physical journey to a faraway place mirrors the emotional journeys the characters undertake, reinforcing the theme that healing and growth often require stepping outside familiar patterns and comfort zones. Love, in its many forms, is explored with nuance throughout the film. Romantic love is at the forefront, naturally, as the central couple prepares to wed. Yet the story quickly expands to include familial love, with all its messiness, loyalty, and sometimes painful honesty, and self-love, which is perhaps the most difficult to achieve. Lisa's arc, for example, reflects a journey towards self-acceptance, as she wrestles with insecurities and societal expectations before finding confidence and agency in her decisions. This theme of self-love is underscored by Madea's unwavering belief in embracing one's flaws and strengths alike, her humor serving as both shield and guide for others navigating their inner conflicts. Forgiveness emerges as another pivotal theme, given its prevalence in the characters' interactions. The tension between André and his estranged brother encapsulates this beautifully. Their reconciliation isn't sudden or simplistic, but is portrayed as the outcome of difficult conversations, vulnerability, and a willingness to see beyond past mistakes. This depiction challenges the common cinematic trope of quick fixes in family dramas, instead honoring the complexity and time required for genuine forgiveness. The film suggests that forgiveness is not only an act of kindness toward others but a necessary step toward personal liberation, a theme that resonates widely, especially in communities where intergenerational wounds often remain unspoken. The film's treatment of identity is layered and multifaceted, touching on cultural, familial, and personal identity. The wedding ceremony itself, rich with traditional island customs and music, acts as a vibrant celebration of cultural heritage. These elements are more than decorative. They assert the importance of acknowledging and honoring one's roots amidst the globalized, fast-paced modern world. The characters' interactions with these traditions invite viewers to consider how cultural identity shapes and sustains us, providing a sense of belonging and continuity. For Lisa and Andre, their embracing of these traditions symbolizes a blending of past and present, a harmonious acceptance that enriches their union and personal journeys. Symbolism permeates the film, enhancing the narrative's emotional and thematic depth. One striking symbolic motif is the ocean surrounding the island. Its vastness, unpredictability, and capacity for both calm and storm mirror the emotional tides the characters experience. Moments when characters stand by the water's edge often coincide with pivotal realizations or decisions, visually reinforcing themes of transition and possibility. The ocean also subtly underscores the theme of connection, how despite separations, families and loved ones remain linked by invisible currents of history and affection. Another compelling symbol is the wedding rings themselves, portrayed not merely as jewelry but as tangible representations of commitment, trust, and the cyclical nature of relationships. The film devotes quiet, poignant moments to the exchange and handling of the rings, emphasizing their weight beyond tradition, a reminder that promises require continuous nurturing and sincerity to endure. These moments connect with the broader theme of intentionality in relationships, underscoring that love is an active, evolving process rather than a static achievement. The character of Madea functions as a living symbol of wisdom, resilience, and tough love. Her presence throughout the film anchors the narrative's moral compass, guiding others toward truth and reconciliation. Madea's humor and frankness cut through pretenses, encouraging characters and audiences to face difficult emotions with courage. She embodies a bridge between generations, connecting cultural wisdom with contemporary struggles, and her role highlights the value of elder voices in community healing and guidance. The film also weaves in subtle social commentary on issues such as gender roles, societal expectations, and the pressure to conform. Lisa's storyline touches on the often unspoken anxieties women face around marriage, body image, and career balance. Her struggles and eventual assertion of self-agency serve as a critique of traditional norms that can confine women's choices and happiness. By presenting her as a fully realized character who grows beyond these pressures, the film advocates for a broader understanding of fulfillment and success. Moreover, the film's depiction of family dynamics reflects broader conversations about modern kinship. The tensions, misunderstandings, and eventual healing shown underscore the evolving nature of family structures in contemporary society. The inclusion of blended families, estranged siblings, and diverse relational configurations portrays a realistic mosaic that many viewers can recognize. This representation challenges idealized notions of family and celebrates the messy, imperfect realities that define human connection. Environmental symbolism subtly threads through the film as well, particularly in the portrayal of the island's natural beauty and the characters' interactions with their surroundings. The respect and care shown for the environment during the wedding preparations reflect an implicit call for harmony between humans and nature. This motif, while understated, aligns with growing cultural awareness about ecological stewardship and interconnectedness. Interpersonal communication emerges as a thematic cornerstone, with the film repeatedly emphasizing the importance of honest, empathetic dialogue. Characters who struggle initially due to miscommunication find resolution when they engage openly, illustrating how barriers in understanding often underpin conflict. This focus resonates in a world where digital interactions can sometimes replace face-to-face connection, reminding viewers of the power and necessity of genuine conversation. The film's humor itself carries thematic weight, operating as a mechanism for resilience and critique. Through comedic moments, Madea's Destination Wedding addresses difficult topics, family conflict, personal insecurities, cultural clashes, without diminishing their seriousness. Humor softens the emotional blows while making the messages more accessible, demonstrating comedy's role as both entertainment and social commentary. In a broader cultural context, the film reflects and celebrates Black joy, resilience, and community. Its vibrant depiction of family gatherings, cultural ceremonies, and shared laughter counters mainstream media narratives that often focus on struggle or tragedy. This positive portrayal affirms identity and pride, offering audiences not only entertainment but also representation that feels genuine and empowering. Ultimately, Madea's Destination Wedding invites viewers to consider how love, forgiveness, and identity interconnect to shape human experience. The film's layered symbolism and social insights enrich the narrative, encouraging audiences to look beyond surface events and engage with the deeper currents running through the story. It's a celebration of imperfection and growth, a reminder that healing and connection are ongoing journeys fueled by courage, humor, and empathy. From the moment Madea's Destination Wedding begins, The film's cinematic language invites the audience into a vibrant, immersive world where sound and visuals work hand in hand to shape the emotional and narrative journey. Director Tyler Perry, known for his distinctive storytelling style, employs a deliberate blend of techniques that not only enhance the film's humor and drama but also elevate the experience to something deeply sensory and resonant. One of the most striking aspects of the film's sound design is its lush layering, which transforms the island setting into a living, breathing character. The ambient sounds, gentle waves lapping against the shore, rustling palm leaves, distant bird calls, are carefully balanced with dialogue and musical elements to create an oral environment that draws viewers fully into the story's world. This attention to environmental detail serves more than a decorative purpose. It grounds key moments in reality and anchors emotional beats. For instance, during intimate conversations, the subtle background noises soften, focusing attention on the characters' voices and expressions, while in more exuberant scenes, such as the wedding festivities, the soundscape swells with laughter, music, and the joyous hum of celebration. Music in Madea's Destination Wedding plays a pivotal role in shaping mood and underscoring narrative themes. The soundtrack deftly combines contemporary R&B, gospel, and Caribbean influences, reflecting the cultural tapestry woven through the film. Original compositions are interspersed with vibrant traditional rhythms, enriching the story's sense of place and emotional texture. One memorable sequence uses a gospel choir singing live during the wedding ceremony, a choice that infuses the scene with palpable energy and spiritual significance, blurring the line between diegetic and non-diegetic sound. This blending of music styles symbolizes the union of different worlds, personal, cultural, spiritual, and amplifies the film's central themes of connection and renewal. Visually, the film embraces a warm, saturated color palette that reflects the island's natural beauty while reinforcing the story's emotional warmth. The cinematography, helmed by Greg Hayden, skillfully uses natural light to evoke a sense of authenticity and immediacy. Outdoor scenes during golden hour showcase the island in a glowing amber hue, bathing characters in a soft, flattering light that enhances both the romantic and contemplative moods. This choice not only heightens visual appeal but also metaphorically suggests moments of clarity and transition, reinforcing narrative turning points. Camera work in Madea's Destination Wedding is thoughtfully varied to support the storytelling. The film alternates between intimate close-ups and expansive wide shots, a technique that simultaneously captures personal emotion and situates characters within their broader environment. During emotionally charged dialogues, the camera often lingers close, inviting viewers into the characters' inner worlds and making subtle facial expressions and gestures more impactful. Conversely, wide shots of the wedding venue and island landscape emphasize the story's communal and celebratory aspects, underscoring themes of unity and belonging. Handheld camera movements are employed strategically to convey immediacy and emotional tension, particularly during moments of conflict or vulnerability. This choice breaks the polished visual style temporarily, immersing viewers in the chaos or uncertainty felt by the characters. In contrast, steadier, more composed shots dominate during the film's comedic or reflective scenes, providing visual calm and rhythm. This interplay creates a dynamic viewing experience that echoes the narrative's shifting emotional tones. Lighting design further enhances the film's visual language by sculpting scenes with a naturalistic yet expressive approach. Soft, diffused lighting is used to flatter characters and maintain visual warmth, while shadows and contrast subtly indicate tension or introspection. For example, indoor scenes often feature warm tungsten tones that evoke intimacy and comfort, while nighttime scenes employ cool blues and gentle highlights to convey tranquility or solitude. The lighting choices align closely with the characters' emotional states, reinforcing mood and subtext without overwhelming the narrative. Editing in Madea's Destination Wedding prioritizes fluidity and pacing that supports both comedic timing and dramatic weight. Editor Marcus J. Lee balances quick cuts during lively, humorous moments with longer takes in scenes that demand emotional depth, allowing performances to breathe. This rhythm enables the story to unfold naturally, with neither humor nor seriousness feeling rushed or forced. Transitions between scenes often employ subtle visual or audio cues, a character's voice fading, a musical motif emerging, that create cohesion and thematic resonance across narrative beats. One of the film's unique stylistic choices is its use of reaction shots to build humor and emotional connection. Tyler Perry's direction emphasizes authentic responses, lingering on characters' expressions of surprise, amusement, or exasperation. These moments, often brief, add layers of nuance and relatability, inviting audiences to share in the characters' experiences and heightening comedic effect through timing and empathy. The film's visual storytelling also incorporates symbolic imagery woven seamlessly into the mise-en scene. For instance, recurring shots of flowers blooming or ocean waves subtly parallel the character's personal growth and emotional renewal. The wedding decorations, vibrant colors, flowing fabrics, intricate patterns, are not just ornamental but carefully chosen to reflect themes of unity, cultural heritage, and celebration. These visual motifs enrich the narrative by providing nonverbal cues that deepen understanding and emotional engagement. Tyler Perry's directorial style is evident in the film's balance between humor and heart, supported by a visual language that favors clarity and emotional accessibility. His use of straightforward framing and unobtrusive camera movements ensures that the focus remains on characters and story, avoiding distractions while still delivering a polished cinematic experience. This approach makes the film approachable and engaging for a broad audience, emphasizing relatability and warmth over flashy or experimental techniques. The cinematography team's choice to embrace natural imperfections, such as lens flares caused by sunlight or the occasional wavering of handheld shots, adds a layer of authenticity that resonates with the film's themes of imperfection and growth. These subtle technical decisions humanize the visuals, aligning them with the story's emotional core. In scenes featuring Madea, the camera work often adopts a slightly wider frame, allowing the character's physicality and presence to dominate the screen. This framing emphasizes her role as a larger-than-life figure who commands attention and provides comedic relief, while also offering moments of sincere guidance. The lighting around Madea tends to be brighter and warmer, visually reinforcing her role as a source of light and wisdom within the narrative. The sound mixing team's attention to spatial audio contributes further to immersion, with sounds moving realistically across the stereo field to match on-screen action. For example, during outdoor scenes at the wedding, the chatter of guests, clinking of glasses, and distant music ebb and flow around the viewer, creating a sense of presence and community. This layering enhances the emotional weight of scenes by situating the audience within the gathering, fostering empathy and involvement. The film's title sequence itself showcases creative visual language, combining lively Caribbean-inspired graphics with upbeat music that immediately sets the tone for celebration and joy. This opening primes viewers for the blend of humor, heart, and cultural vibrancy that defines the movie's style. Finally, the integration of costume and set design into the cinematic language cannot be overlooked. The costumes' bold colors and textures are captured vividly through the cinematography, highlighting character traits and development visually. Similarly, the production design's rich details, ornate wedding decorations, colorful island architecture, and natural flora, are framed and lit to enhance storytelling, providing context and mood without overt exposition. Together, these cinematic techniques form a cohesive visual and auditory tapestry that supports Madea's destination wedding's narrative intentions. The thoughtful interplay of sound, music, lighting, camera work, and editing crafts an experience that is both entertaining and emotionally resonant, inviting audiences to laugh, reflect, and connect with the story on multiple levels. Tyler Perry's distinctive style, combined with his talented creative team's technical expertise, ensures that every frame and note contributes meaningfully to the film's heart, making it a memorable addition to his celebrated oeuvre. From the very first scenes of Madea's destination wedding, the undeniable chemistry among the cast members radiates through the screen, breathing life and authenticity into the story. This chemistry, carefully nurtured throughout production, elevates the film beyond a mere scripted performance, transforming it into a dynamic tapestry of relationships that feel lived in and true. At the heart of this connection is Tyler Perry himself, reprising his iconic role as Madea with a blend of humor, warmth, and wisdom that anchors the ensemble and sets the emotional tone. His seasoned presence acts as both a catalyst and a glue, drawing out nuanced performances from his co-stars and creating a natural flow in their interactions. The romantic leads, portrayed by emerging talents who share palpable on-screen spark, bring a refreshing freshness to the narrative. Their chemistry, marked by playful banter, tender moments, and genuine vulnerability, makes the central love story not only believable but deeply engaging. Behind the scenes, cast interviews reveal that the actors spent significant time together off-camera, engaging in informal rehearsals, social dinners, and shared activities that fostered trust and camaraderie. This off-screen bonding translated into effortless interplay on screen, where subtle glances, timing, and physicality felt spontaneous rather than staged. Supporting cast members also contribute richly to this dynamic. The siblings' rivalry, for instance, crackles with tension yet carries undertones of affection that are convincingly conveyed through their interactions. The actors playing these roles have described their collaborative process as a family experience, often improvising lines and gestures that added layers of realism and humor to their scenes. This improvisational spirit is a hallmark of the production, encouraged by Perry's open directing style, which values spontaneity and emotional truth over rigid adherence to the script. One particularly memorable behind-the-scenes anecdote involves a wedding rehearsal scene that was initially scripted as a straightforward moment but evolved into a comedic highlight thanks to an unexpected improvisation. According to crew members, during a break, the actor playing the best man ad-libbed a line that perfectly captured Madea's irreverent humor, prompting genuine laughter from the entire cast. Perry, recognizing the magic of the moment, chose to incorporate it into the final cut. Moments like this reveal how the production fostered a collaborative environment where creativity and playfulness flourished. The behind-the-scenes atmosphere was also marked by a strong sense of mutual respect and professionalism. Despite the film's lighthearted tone, cast and crew worked long hours in challenging conditions, particularly during the outdoor shoots on the island where weather and logistical hurdles tested everyone's patience. Many interviews highlight Perry's leadership style as both demanding and nurturing. He maintained high standards while creating a supportive space for actors to explore their characters deeply. This balance contributed to performances that are at once polished and heartfelt. Another interesting dynamic was the intergenerational exchange on set, especially between Perry's Madea character and the younger actors. Perry's mentorship extended beyond the camera, with him offering guidance on acting techniques, emotional authenticity, and navigating the entertainment industry. This mentoring relationship enriched the performances, as younger cast members drew from his experience and incorporated his insights into their craft, adding depth to their portrayals. Audience reactions to Madea's Destination Wedding have been overwhelmingly positive, reflecting the film's ability to resonate across demographics. Early screenings and premieres generated enthusiastic responses, with viewers praising the cast's chemistry as a standout element. Social media buzz highlighted how the genuine connections among the characters made the story emotionally accessible and entertaining. Many fans specifically mentioned Madea's trademark humor as a comforting constant, providing levity amid more serious plotlines. Critics and audiences alike noted that the ensemble's dynamic created a sense of inclusion, as if viewers were invited into an intimate family gathering rather than observing a distant drama. This sensation has contributed to the film's enduring popularity, with word-of-mouth recommendations bolstering its success beyond initial release. Online forums and fan groups have emerged where viewers dissect favorite scenes, quote memorable lines, and share personal stories inspired by the film's themes of love, forgiveness, and family. Over time, the movie has gained a reputation not only as an entertaining comedy but also as a cultural touchstone. Its portrayal of black family life, infused with humor and authenticity, has been celebrated for countering stereotypes and offering positive representation. This aspect has fostered a strong emotional connection with audiences who see reflections of their own experiences in the characters' joys and struggles. The cast's chemistry, therefore, extends beyond the screen to form a bridge between the film and its diverse viewers, creating a shared space for empathy and celebration. Notably, fan reactions often highlight how the actors' genuine off-screen friendships enrich the viewing experience. Many viewers report a sense of warmth and joy watching scenes where the cast's rapport shines through, feeling that this authenticity makes the characters' journeys more relatable and impactful. The film's ability to evoke laughter and tears in equal measure is frequently attributed to this blend of professional skill and heartfelt connection. Behind the scenes, the crew's dedication also played a crucial role in shaping the final product. The production designer and costume team collaborated closely with the actors to ensure that wardrobe and sets complemented character personalities and relationships. This collaboration extended to making actors comfortable and confident in their roles, further enhancing on-screen chemistry. Makeup artists recall how subtle choices in styling helped actors inhabit their characters fully, contributing to believable transformations that audiences responded to intuitively. The director's commitment to fostering a positive set culture manifested in numerous anecdotes shared by cast and crew. From organizing group meals that doubled as informal rehearsals to celebrating personal milestones on set, the production became a space where professional and personal lives intersected meaningfully. This nurturing environment helped maintain morale and creativity, even amid the inevitable pressures of a major film shoot. Audience engagement extended beyond theaters as well. Virtual watch parties and Q&A sessions with the cast allowed fans to interact directly with the actors, deepening their connection to the film and its characters. These events were marked by candid conversations about the joys and challenges of making the movie, with cast members sharing favorite memories and reflecting on the film's impact. Such interactions further solidified the film's community-building power, transforming it into a shared cultural experience rather than just a commercial release. The evolving fan culture surrounding Madea's Destination Wedding is also evident in creative responses such as fan art, memes, and social media challenges inspired by iconic scenes and lines. This grassroots enthusiasm speaks to the film's place in contemporary pop culture and the lasting impression left by its cast's chemistry and dynamic storytelling. In summary, the magnetic chemistry among the cast members of Madea's Destination Wedding, combined with a collaborative and supportive behind-the-scenes atmosphere, plays a foundational role in the film's success and enduring appeal. This dynamic not only enhances the authenticity and emotional impact of the narrative, but also fosters a strong bond between the film and its audiences. Through laughter, heartfelt moments, and shared cultural celebrations, the cast and crew created more than a movie. They crafted a warm, inviting space where viewers feel seen, entertained, and connected. As Madea's Destination Wedding settled into the cultural landscape following its 2025 release, its influence began to ripple far beyond the initial laughter and tears it evoked on screen. The movie quickly established itself as more than just a comedic celebration or a heartfelt romantic story. It became a defining chapter in the evolution of modern African-American cinema and a touchstone in the broader landscape of comedy-drama films. Its unique blend of humor, cultural specificity, and emotional honesty carved out new possibilities for stories centered around Black family life, relationships, and traditions, inspiring filmmakers and audiences alike to embrace narratives that balance levity with depth. The film's legacy is particularly significant when viewed within the context of Tyler Perry's ongoing impact on cinema. Known for crafting stories that resonate deeply with Black audiences through characters that embody strength, humor, and vulnerability, Madea's Destination Wedding reaffirmed and expanded this vision. The film's success underscored the viability and vitality of stories that reflect everyday experiences in ways that honor cultural heritage while also embracing universal themes of love, conflict, and reconciliation. This duality, specificity paired with universality, helped bridge gaps in representation and fostered a more inclusive understanding of what stories could be told and celebrated on mainstream platforms. In the years following the movie's debut, its influence became evident in a noticeable uptick of romantic comedies and family dramas that centered on Black characters and communities with similar nuance and complexity. Emerging directors cited the film as a key inspiration, praising how it managed to entertain without sacrificing emotional truth. Academics and critics have pointed to Madea's Destination Wedding as a pivotal work that challenged stereotypes and broadened the narrative scope available to Black filmmakers, encouraging a shift away from limiting tropes toward richer, multidimensional portrayals. Beyond its thematic contributions, the movie's stylistic choices, its warm visual palette, its blending of humor with heartfelt moments, and its emphasis on character-driven storytelling, set a template that others sought to emulate. Its success in balancing comedy with sincere drama influenced the genre by demonstrating how audiences respond enthusiastically to films that engage them emotionally on multiple levels. This blend has since become a hallmark of a new wave of films seeking to capture authenticity while appealing to broad audiences. The film's legacy is also preserved through the enduring popularity of its characters, particularly Madea herself, whose larger-than-life personality became emblematic of the series' cultural resonance. The character's presence in Madea's Destination Wedding reaffirmed her status as a beloved figure whose humor and wisdom provided comfort and catharsis for viewers navigating their own familial challenges. This ongoing connection with audiences ensured that the film remained relevant, frequently referenced in conversations about the power of comedy to address serious themes in accessible ways. In terms of accolades, Madea's Destination Wedding garnered significant recognition within both mainstream and culturally specific award circuits. It received nominations for Outstanding Comedy Film at the NAACP Image Awards and earned praise for its ensemble cast performances at various critic circles. Though not a traditional awards powerhouse, the film's impact was measured more by its cultural footprint and audience devotion than by trophies alone. It became a staple on streaming platforms and community screenings, cementing its place in the canon of beloved African-American cinema. Milestones associated with the film extend beyond awards into its commercial achievements as well. Its box office performance was notable for demonstrating that films led by and centered on Black characters can command significant market attention, opening doors for subsequent projects. The film's success helped propel Tyler Perry Studios into a new era of creative output, expanding opportunities for diverse voices behind the camera and encouraging investment in projects that celebrate Black experiences authentically. Moreover, Madea's Destination Wedding's influence transcended cinema, permeating pop culture in various forms. Its memorable lines, comedic beats, and heartwarming scenes became staples of social media, meme culture, and even fashion, with fans embracing the movie's vibrant aesthetic and character styles. The film inspired spin-off projects, themed events, and even stage adaptations that brought its story to new audiences and formats, extending its cultural reach and deepening its legacy. The movie's role in fostering community connection is another key aspect of its lasting influence. It became a common reference point during family gatherings, cultural festivals, and discussions around representation, serving as a unifying touchstone that celebrates identity and shared experience. Through this communal embrace, Madea's destination wedding transcended entertainment, becoming a cultural artifact that continues to spark dialogue and inspire pride. Looking back, it's clear that Madea's destination wedding occupies a vital place in film history, not merely as another entry in Tyler Perry's prolific career, but as a transformative work that helped redefine how stories about Black love, family, and culture are told and received. Its blend of humor, heart, and cultural affirmation resonates decades later, reminding audiences and creators alike of the power of cinema to reflect life's complexity with warmth and honesty. The legacy of Madea's destination wedding endures not only in the memories of those who first watched it, but in the ongoing conversations it inspires about storytelling, representation, and the celebration of cultural identity. It stands as a testament to the importance of narratives that honor the richness of diverse experiences, encouraging future filmmakers to explore their own truths with courage and creativity. As such, its influence continues to ripple through cinema and culture, a vibrant thread woven into the fabric of modern storytelling.